Yeah, man, been unreal. The fight back there with Timmy back in July. Obviously, like you said, I took that fight on 6 days' notice, and obviously, most of my fights my whole career have been at super lightweight, which is two whole weight divisions down. So stepped up a fair bit of weight, and but did that one for the Australian boxing fans. After Zerafa pulled out. So I hold my head high and have no regrets on that one at all. And mate, on the whole thing here in Queensland, we're very lucky. With the whole COVID thing, and I think up here we're all feeling a bit for you down there, and how long you've been in lockdown in Melbourne and stuff. It's pretty unreal. A lot of people here, probably don't really recognise what you guys have been going through and how tough it's probably been for you. So, in the Sunshine State here, mate, we've been very lucky.
And I have to ask though, because I mean, they always say for every door that shuts, another one opens. I kind of feel like this is the opposite right now. For every door that opens, another one shuts. Because the latest kind of news is that speaking of Tim Tszyu, he's looking for a new location. For
Yeah,
his next fight, because it seems that now that everyone's reopening, when I say everybody, I'm talking about obviously New South
yeah.
Wales, I'm talking about Melbourne. It seems that you guys are potentially closing now. Is that what's happening, or what's the deal with that?
Well, there's so much up in the air there with that, and I think I kind of always had an inkling they would move the fight once things opened up with New South Wales, and it's one of those things with Queensland. It's not that we're closing down; we're making it impossible for people to come in here, from New South Wales. So I think they're having a bit of trouble with the whole quarantine with people coming in, and overseas opponent with the Japanese fella and stuff. So it made more sense to them at the moment. New South Wales, their rules and regulations on bringing people into the state and letting them out is a lot easier. So I think it's more so on the fact of people coming into Queensland. So I don't know, and I'm supposed to be fighting in December sometime, which I dare say will probably be in New South Wales. So, there's going to be things to sort out over the next couple of weeks and what happens there.
It's weird, right? I kind of feel like, is that a money thing? Because I mean, obviously Queensland had no problem in taking this, like the state of origin. It had no problem taking the
Hey,
NRL, and it had no problem hosting the finals as well, right? So do you think it's a, because you would think something like a Tim Tszyu fight would bring enough money into the state, but like what do you think it could be?
I don't know. There seems to be a lot of politics involved with, sports like NRL and AFL and stuff. And, boxing sort of still a little bit of that, that outcast sport compared to those ones with TV rights and stuff. So, I'm not too sure what's going on there. But, it's a hard thing with the COVID. You want everyone to be safe and you want the health and regulations to be followed, but we also sort of want to get on with sports and life and jobs, and there's so much more at stake than just sport. But we all kind of want to get back to normality, and they're saying that's with vaccination rates and stuff. So if that's how it has to go, then that's how it has to go, I guess.
Yeah, it seems that way. I mean, that's why I say only half of us have got our freedoms at the moment down here. Is they've opened up as of Monday, but only for people that have been double vaxxed. So basically, if you don't,
I think it's such a touchy topic on that, because I feel like someone myself who say I chose not to get vaccinated or I did get vaccinated, the person who hasn't, why should they be punished for that decision? It's hard. You're losing. It's discrimination against your own rights on being able to do something, and you're segregating the people and having a big divide there and creating a lot of different animosities between people. So I don't know. I just want to see everyone be safe and the world get back to normal. You look at America and you look at that Fury fight the weekend and how many thousands of people are there, and in the UK and events are going ahead. I'd love to see Australia back to that and thriving again.
no, and you're absolutely right. I mean, that's the one thing that I've said is the thing that annoys me is that it really has put a divide in people. And I'm the same. I'm like, look, I said it last week. I don't care if you get vaccinated. I don't care if you don't
Yep.
get vaccinated. I think you should
Yeah.
have that choice, but then live with your choice, right? So, for instance, if you don't get
Yeah.
vaccinated, you end up in hospital. Don't cry afterwards. Like, I think
Yeah.
you should have the choice. It should totally be up to you, but whatever you choose, then live with that thing. But yeah, I'm the same, mate. The divide is and look, and it's been from the very get go, because I remember when this pandemic first started, right? It was like I couldn't believe the fights that people were having over toilet rolls and things like that. And that was the thing I
Mate,
said
it's
back.
unbelievable.
Yeah, it's the
Yeah,
thing that I said
it's
back then.
unbelievable. Yeah.
It's the thing that I said back then was literally is I can't believe that we're so divided again. It's like, you have one person that's got like a shopping trolley full of toilet paper. You have an old lady kind of go, can I just have like 2 rolls? And they're like, no, it's like every man
Yeah,
for themselves. It was crazy.
yeah, and on such a silly thing like toilet paper, I don't understand it. Oh yeah, it's brought out some funny things, this whole COVID pandemic and stuff. Like I said, I just want to see the world get back to normal and everyone be happy, and yeah, so hopefully we can look for brighter days next year.